this preseason game has now set the new ticket price high for anything that Caitlin Clark, any game she has played in.
We saw the Caitlin Clark effect. We saw the influx in fans.
People are willing to pay up to see Caitlin Clark.
They clearly have a big three, right? It's Caitlin, number first and foremost one, and then Aaliyah Boston, and then Kelsey Mitchell. And like, so those are your stars. That's the core of your route.
What just happened in Iowa has stunned basketball fans everywhere and left ticket resellers scrambling to keep up.
Average paid price of $440 per ticket.
Caitlin Clark didn't just set new records on the court, she topped her own milestone off of it, sending Indiana Fever ticket prices soaring. Just moments ago, history was made as fans rushed to spend more than ever before.
Somebody moves the needle when people are willing to pay ginormous amount of money. Is that a word? A massive amount of money to see Caitlin Clark play ball.
To see Clark return to familiar ground, fans didn't need a playoff or title game. This was a preseason event, drawing prices higher than anything in her entire career, college or pro. Behind the curtain, the Indiana Fever are rolling out a daring new approach to dominate the WNBA spotlight, and Clark is at the center of it.
The WNBA saw a boom like we have never seen. We saw Caitlin Clark come into the league. We saw the Caitlin Clark effect. We saw the influx in fans who flooded to the WNBA, and many of those were there for Caitlin Clark.
Stay tuned, because what we're about to reveal shows exactly why every arena is quickly becoming Caitlin Clark territory. If you're a Caitlin Clark fan and want to show support, type rookie in the comments.
Caitlin Clark, in that, has become arguably the most influential basketball player in the world, both on the men's and the women's side.
Caitlin Clark just pulled off something few thought possible. She beat her own record for highest average ticket price ever for one of her games. This wasn't a playoff clash or tense regular season battle. It was a preseason face-off between the Indiana Fever and Brazil's national team at Carver Hawkeye Arena, the same court where Clark became a legend. The average ticket? A jaw-dropping $440.
Iowa's Carver Hawkeye Arena is the most in-demand event involving Clark, with a, quote, average paid price of $440 per ticket.
That topped her prior high of $411 from March 3rd, 2024, when she scored 35 points against Ohio State to surpass Pete Maravich's all-time NCAA Division I scoring mark. To put this in perspective, ticket prices for this one preseason game ranged from $146 up to a stunning $2,368 on resale platforms. And how fast did they go? The entire arena was sold out in only 15 minutes faster than concerts featuring chart-topping stars. Fans shelled out premium prices just to see Caitlin Clark live.
She takes over, she maestros, she controls game after game after game with her passing and her carefully chosen spots to score.
But this isn't about one game or a fluke. What's truly remarkable is that this surge in ticket sales happened in Clark's second year, not her rookie season. It's a clear sign her popularity isn't fading. It's only getting stronger.
Yeah, I mean, that was like my biggest focus in the offseason, is just trying to get stronger and really working on that. And really thankful for Sarah, our strength and conditioning coach, like put in a lot of time with me. And we were in here consistently. Like, I think that was the biggest thing for myself, is just having that consistency to be able to work on it for 6 months or whatever it was. So I certainly feel a lot stronger, and, you know, I'm a pretty self-aware person. I knew that was going to be a huge part of it. And, you know, it's going to help me offensively. It's going to help me defensively. It's going to help me not get as tired throughout games. So yeah, definitely one of the focus points of my off season is just getting stronger. And, you know, even through these 2 practices, like I can certainly feel it.
Clark's return to Iowa triggered not just hometown emotion, but a national craze. The Associated Press confirmed this was the highest average ticket price ever recorded for any Clark game, college or pro. No male or female basketball player in recent memory has set pricing records in both the NCAA and pros within such a short window. This isn't hype, it's history. and it marks the start of a potentially record-shattering season. Clark isn't just shifting demand, she's redefining the Indiana Fever's financial model and changing the WNBA itself.
The average paid price for a Fever away game in 2025 was $272, up from $171 in 2024. The average is $197 for a Fever home game, more than double the $92 from last season. Wow.
Let's look at the hard numbers. Since Clark joined the team, Indiana Fever ticket prices have jumped dramatically. For road games in 2025, the average ticket will cost $272, up from $171 last year, a 59% increase, almost unheard of in pro sports over a single year. At home, it's even more shocking. The average soared from $92 to $197. That's not just growth, it's a transformation. Clark has become arguably the WNBA's most valuable player at the box office. But the impact isn't just financial. The Fever didn't expect Clark to carry the team alone they rebuilt around her. This offseason, the front office took bold steps to reshape the roster. First up, Sophie Cunningham.
Sophie Cunningham is pumped to play with Caitlin Clark, even comparing her new teammate to a WNBA legend.
A seasoned guard who arrived with more than just veteran experience, she came with high praise for Clark's game.
Anytime you play with the GOAT of our team, or the GOAT of our game, you're going to learn a lot. You have to be ready for the ball, head on a swivel at all times. And the way that she throws the ball is a lot how DT threw it. I think this is just the younger version of her, so she has a little bit more energy, a little bit more spunk. I miss DT in her prime, but doesn't mean she wasn't great when I played with her. But honestly, at the end of the day, everybody can shoot, right? If you're cutting and you're open, you're going to get the ball. And so you just have to be ready for that. And I'm excited for that. And I think you'll see 1 through 5 is interchangeable. And so you'll see the 5 bring the ball down. So it's going to be a little different for other teams to play defense against us as well.
Cunningham, after 6 years with the Phoenix Mercury, directly likened Caitlin Clark to Diana Taurasi, regarded as the WNBA's greatest. She said Clark reminded her of a young Taurasi, sharp, explosive, and constantly a passing threat with creativity and strength. For someone who shared the court with the GOAT, that's no small compliment. She highlighted Clark's knack for finding teammates and making precision passes similar to Taurasi at her peak, but with more youthful flair. And Cunningham wasn't the only major addition. The Fever also added veteran Dana Bonner.
How she felt the team was gelling and how she felt about the addition of DeWanna Bonner. She basically said that when she talks, people listen. And she kind of wants to win it all for her. Here it is.
DB's been tremendous, and obviously, not only as a leader, she's a tremendous basketball player too. And she's won championships. She knows what it is. So when she speaks, everybody listens. So I think that was a piece of the thing we were missing last year. It's we didn't really have that inside of our locker room. So just really grateful for that. And just the way she talks and she leads, for me as a second-year point guard, I want to win for her. This is the end of her career. She deserved it.
A lockdown defender, and one of the few who successfully slowed Caitlin Clark last season. Alongside Bonner came Brianna Turner, Natasha Howard, and key players like Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell to round out a formidable core.
The team is just absolutely new. It feels really good. It feels fresh. It's kind of like when you take your clothes out the dryer, kind of like fresh. It just feels different, and it feels good because we have new leadership, we got new players, we got vet leadership, and so I think all that combined just makes for a good atmosphere right now. It feels good.
How does that help you guys elevate even more for the players who are returning?
It makes it easier. I remember this time last year, it didn't feel good, so we have to get that in order first, for people to start playing well. It's like the domino effect. But I think once your culture is kind of established, how you guys see it now, I think it makes everything else way easier. I don't know if that makes sense, but way easier.
With all-star level skills, the combination of Clark, Boston, and Mitchell has become known as the Fever's Big Three. It's a trio that fuses Clark's visionary passing, Boston's interior dominance, and Mitchell's elite scoring ability. And if you think these moves are just for publicity, think again. Betting markets have taken notice. DraftKings places the Fever 4th in championship odds at plus 380, trailing only the New York Liberty, Las Vegas Aces, and Minnesota Lynx. Over on FanDuel, they're tied for second with the Aces at plus 350. These aren't underdog odds. The message is loud and clear. The Indiana Fever are serious contenders, and Caitlin Clark is the driving force behind their rise.
So all the rookies are in Indiana. They were at the Pacers game, tossing out shirts with the rest of the team. So hot off the presses, the Indiana Fever have dropped a workout video, which has Bree Hall, it has Yvonne Ejim, and it has Michaela Timpson showing off their stuff with Caitlin Clark.
The merchandise boom can't be ignored. Analysts already expect Clark's jersey to be among the top sellers in the league, if not number one. There's even talk she could achieve the second highest jersey sales in WNBA history within her first 2 years. Pair that with a Fever team filling arenas, doubling home ticket prices, and packing visiting venues, and you have the perfect mix of star appeal and fan energy. The numbers are clear. Indiana won only 20 games last season and exited in round one of the playoffs. Now, with a revamped lineup, soaring demand, and a national following tracking Caitlin Clark's every move, this isn't just a rebuild in Indiana, it's a movement. Clark is the heart of a transformation that's about much more than basketball. This is a cultural takeover.
The next team, as we go through our WNBA preview, is the team that I know many of you are fascinated by. It's the team that I don't know what the odds are in the sports books up there in North Carolina, Mitch, but certainly nationally, the conversation when it comes to the WNBA surrounds the Indiana Fever, the second season of Caitlin Clark in the W, and how this team that's been retooled with a new coach, they've brought in some veteran players. You can make the argument they're in win now mode, combined with that young core that they still have predominantly on rookie contract.
And the team's leadership understands this. That's why they didn't just create a competitive squad around Caitlin Clark. They launched a brand, a mission, and one of the boldest marketing initiatives in league history. The campaign is called Now You Know. It's more than a tagline, it's a proclamation. The Fever aren't waiting for recognition anymore, they're claiming it. It kicked off with a sleek, high-impact trailer that caught the attention of the entire sports world. The video boldly stated, "We're not here to chase greatness, we're here to claim it." This wasn't just for fans, it was a response to critics and rivals who underestimated Indiana's rise. From sharp visuals to confident voiceovers, the message was clear. This is Clark's team. This is their era, and every arena is becoming a stage for the Fever. One line in particular hit hard. Our road games sound like home games because our fans don't ask for permission to dominate. And that wasn't just bravado, it's backed by reality. Last season, Clark's fans often filled opposing arenas in larger numbers than the home crowd. Some teams had to move games to bigger venues to accommodate the surge. That energy hasn't faded, it's stronger than ever. The Fever are embracing it. As part of the campaign, they dropped new merch that's flying off shelves. One standout item? A black tour-style tee with the phrase, "Every game is a home game."
So if you go to the team store, the Indiana Fever's team store, you will see that they have a brand new t-shirt that they are selling. And that t-shirt says, "Every game is a home game." And then on the back, it says, "Now you know," with a sold out banner with all of their basically schedule. It's like a tour t-shirt and it says, "Every game is a home game." They are leaning in to what we have known since last season. We knew that this was the Indiana Fever. We knew that they were breaking barriers. We knew that they were breaking records. We knew that they were selling out. We knew that they were causing other teams to move their games to other arenas. Now they're standing on it.
On the front and on the back, the full Fever season schedule designed like a concert tour set list, a slick reminder that every venue Clark steps into becomes her own personal stage. Emblazoned across it is the campaign's mantra, "Now you know." The visuals in the promo were bold and deliberate. One unforgettable shot shows Clark seated in a theater, surrounded by passionate Fever fans. Dead center, a fan's shirt reads, "They not like us." A message full of swagger, confidence, and attitude, a reminder to the league that Indiana plays in its own tier when it comes to energy, skill, and loyalty. But this isn't just about flexing. The Now You Know campaign uplifts the whole. WNBA. When Indiana steps up, it lights a fire across the league. Rivals like the Liberty and Aces aren't staying quiet, they're rallying their fan bases, prepping for showdowns. Every clash with the Fever now feels like a must-watch rivalry. That means fuller stadiums, higher TV ratings, louder crowds, and more attention for all teams involved. The WNBA recognizes what it has in Clark and the Fever. That's why 41 of Indiana's 44 games this season are set to air on national television.
The Indiana Fever being that premier team, being the team that has 41 out of 44 games nationally televised, being that team that everyone wants to see, they have to make sure that they're setting them up for a great product.
Let that sink in. Nearly 93% of their schedule will be broadcast across the country. No other WNBA team is getting this level of exposure. It's a major shift from last year when Indiana faced one of the toughest stretches in the league. They had to cram 11 games into a brutal 20-day window with exhausting road trips. But this season tells a different story. Indiana's new schedule includes 11 games over 32 days, more early home matchups, and no back-to-backs. This isn't coincidence, it's the league recognizing Clark and the Fever as the main attraction. Meanwhile, the WNBA itself is moving toward a bolder, more confident marketing approach. The days of downplaying rookies or soft-pedaling rivalries are gone. The latest league-wide promo features stars who energize fans: Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, Aja Wilson, Paige Bueckers, Sabrina Ionescu, and others. The league is embracing its biggest names, and Clark is leading the charge. While the WNBA benefits, make no mistake, it's the Fever setting the pace. Their motto is simple: they're not here to enjoy the spotlight, they're here to own it. And with every packed game, rising ticket sale, and sold-out crowd, the takeover is already underway.
Last year in 2024, the Fever had 11 games in 20 days, 5 home, 6 away, and 2 back-to-backs. And in 2025, they have 11 games in 32 days, 7 home, 4 away, and 0 back-to-back.
Caitlin Clark isn't just breaking records, she's redrawing the blueprint for professional women's basketball. In only her second season, she's transformed preseason games into sellouts, ticket prices into premium commodities, and away games into home court advantages. And with Indiana's bold new image and powerhouse roster backing her, this isn't a temporary flash, it's the beginning of something unprecedented. Whether you're watching for the highlights, the rivalries, or simply the unfolding of history, one thing's for sure: you're witnessing something brand new. Buckle up, because this is only the beginning. And if you're a Caitlin Clark supporter, type rookie in the comments.